So y'all, I will y'all stay there? So I just watched the beginning of Connections video again because when I watched it the first time I was sleepy. I watched it this second time I was coherent, woke. I want to know, how does a doctor say they think you have cancer? I ain't never had a doctor tell me that they think I have cancer without running any tests. A doctor is not even allowed to give you a diagnosis without running tests. Now, she said that they weren't even able to do the endometrial biopsy because the speculum kept falling out. And I've had a biopsy. I had a biopsy years ago before I think they did it right before they did my hysterectomy. I had a biopsy in the office and it was painful. It wasn't, oh my God, I'm gonna die painful, but it was painful. It was uncomfortable and it was painful. Now she said that they weren't able to do hers. I guess they were having problems with the speculum and getting I don't know if they're doing things differently now because I don't remember them measuring my cervix first. All I remember is them putting the speculum in and then using whatever tools they use to do the biopsy. That's all I remember. I remember it was painful. I remember, like, I didn't cry, but I had, how something is so painful that it, draws tears to your eyes and you're trying your best not to cry. That's like how I was. Like when I got my nose pierced, every time they have to, even when they have to like re-pierce my nose, because if I take my jewelry out, like if I have to get a CT scan or something and they have to take my jewelry out, they have to legit re-pierce it. Even if it's only been out for 24 hours, because my nose ring just will not go back in there. My nose closes up so quick. And every time they have to do that, it makes my eyes water, you know. But I think that's normal. That's what I remember getting that endometrial thing done. I remember my eyes watering. I remember it hurt real bad. I remember there was some cramping and um bleeding after, but I didn't have any cancer. And I'm just trying to figure out how a doctor could even put cancer on the table and there was no test done. Like, they can tell you that it can be cancerous, but they can't tell you that you more than likely have cancer. I had a goiter. I had a very large goiter. Not one time did the doctor say, "Oh, it's probably cancer." Now, of course, they said every 6 months or something, we want to do a needle biopsy of your goiter to make sure there are no cancerous cells. But they're not going to say just because you have a big goiter is cancer. The doctor cannot say that. The doctor cannot, by law, give you a diagnosis without tests. Now, come on, connection. We're not just going to believe any damn thing. Now, I know you want people to feel sorry for you and, this is your storyline, but make the shit make sense. Ain't no doctor just gonna look at you from your symptoms and say, oh, yeah, that's probably cancer. Well, not no doctor that I've ever been to. I don't know. Maybe you going to some old jackleg, back alley ass doctor that will do and say anything. But I have never had a doctor say that. I've never had a doctor give me any type of diagnosis without running tests. I just had a colonoscopy done. When I went in and the doctor, you see your regular doctor. The doctor that did my colonoscopy, I had never met him before. I got referred to the GI department at Kaiser. And then, you show up and they do your colonoscopy. And so the doctor was like, I've looked at your chart. He was like, no, what type of symptoms have you been having? And I told him, and he did not say not one time, oh yeah, well you probably got IBS and you probably got polyps all up in your butt. He didn't say nothing. He just said, okay, well, we're going to do your colonoscopy. And then after everything is over, we'll see what's going on. I ain't never had a doctor tell you your diagnosis or what it could be before they even run a test. Like, that makes absolutely no sense to me. And then you come home with this sob story to your subscribers. Yeah, I know. I've never had anybody, just come straight out with me and tell me it could be the C word. Yeah, girl, because the doctor didn't tell you that. Ain't no way in the world they told you that, and they couldn't even perform the test. She's got to go back and have the test done under anesthesia. She couldn't even have the test done. So how could they tell you anything about cancer if you didn't even have the test done? That don't make no sense. Make it make sense. Or maybe I'm crazy. I don't think I am. And I didn't work in the medical profession. I done did a whole lot of jobs. Honey, I am the Jane of all trades. Okay? I done did all kind of work. I ain't never been lazy. I done had some jobs. I'm like a Jamaican. I done had all kind of jobs. Now, I ain't had 2, 3, 4 of them at the same time. I only had one at a time. But I had a lot of them. So I have experience in a whole lot of stuff. You be like, Miss Brown, I thought you said you work with people. I did that too. I done did all kind of stuff. I'm 60 years old. I've been working since I was 18. So yeah, I done had all kind of jobs. Okay. So I just wanted to put that out there. Cause just like she liked to talk about people, I do too. And the person that I like to talk about is you. I'm gonna talk about you, girl, because I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm bored. Okay? So I'll see y'all later. My husband texting me. Let me go see what he wants. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.